I don't. Well, I made a YouTube account so that my wife's little brother, before he got one, uh, so that he could like watch and shit like that. Could make his own little videos and shit like that of him playing while he was here. But he's a pretty good player, bro. He's the prodigy. Well, not
You
the
watching?
prodigy. He's the Padawan. I'm looking for you right now, bro. Uh, Loading. Oh yeah, bro. Like I said, he comes over here and he plays. And then, like I said, and then I bought like 4 or 5 Xboxes, and I would always give him my old one when I would buy new shit. All right, it's not showing me the notification here. Here, I'm gonna go to the party and see if we can do it that way. You can also game share on this too. So say you have a game that Danny doesn't, right? You can there's a setting on here where you can put your game in, and you could share play it, and you can give him control, and he can play from his house. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure all that shit out. My internet connection's not fast enough to do that. What the hell? Back to the Future car flying around?
I'm going to the new shit that just came out.
Yeah, so right now I'm watching Jason playing GTA. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. That's why you should just load your own character. If you hit the what is it, the options button, when it loads in, you can go to online or select character, and it should take you right there.
Alright, this is all the new shit.
They should have made the map bigger. So how much did that thing cost you?
It was a lot.
How much is
I
a
don't
lot? 9, 10 million?
I don't even remember.
Who you talking to, bro? Talking to Danny or what?
Alright, so this truck is
The one
anti-aircraft.
that I added.
That's the
Oh,
Back to the Future
well, he sent me
car.
a friend request, but he's not on, or you guys share a PlayStation.
This is a submarine car.
Oh, that sucks.
And a riot control vehicle. And a new
Why don't
mobile.
y'all bundle your money together and get a second one?
Got a jetpack.
So all three of you guys are brothers? The oldest one. What is? It is. It's like 35, 40 minutes, bro. Yeah, you should just upload your other character, man. You just gotta remember the email and for the EA sign-in, which is pretty much probably the email that you use for your PlayStation Network.
What do you need?
Well, you can recover the password pretty easy, bro. They give you an option. I'm horrible with passwords, man. Horrible. But the game, it actually let me transfer the content from Microsoft to Sony, which I thought was pretty cool.
You see this room?
Yeah. It's like a spaceship over it.
It's an orbital cannon room.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
You can kill anybody on the map with it.
Oh, we've got. This is too OP, bro.
You only get one kill every 24 hours, though. And it costs like 75,000 or 750,000. So
How
you
much
click
did
on
that
it,
cost?
and you buy it. It's $750,000 a shot.
Holy crap, dude.
And you just go on here and you pick any random person or whoever's pissing you off. You click on it.
Yeah, I think that players just come waiting and
See, it's
Well,
on the person.
you know when that happens, you can go into passive mode.
Now I get 2 for 1 right here.
Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see this broadcast. He's in a cannon, a satellite, looking down on players, and it cost 750,000 for one shot. That's well, this is the newest thing that I guess came out. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
This is for the Doomsday heists.
That's for the what?
The Doomsday heists.
Oh, they have more heists. How many is there? 4? 5?
Yeah, there's it's called the Doomsday because there's people trying to blow the world up now, and you're supposed to fight them and find out who it is doing the heist.
Holy crap. And is there just one heist with like 4 or 5 missions, or is there 4 or 5 heists with a couple missions for each?
I don't really know because I haven't done any of them. I have no one to do it with.
All right, bro, I get you. You're making me feel bad. I'll get that game back.
And I don't want to do it with random players because you know how that goes. They just want to
Right.
shoot you and shit.
How many do you need to run it?
I'm not sure.
See, that's one of the things that I hate about this game.
Overview.
There's missions on here that you can't run unless you're playing with somebody else.
The setup cost for this data breaches is $65,000. Do you wish to proceed?
So on the PS3, did they have all the extra content? So like you guys didn't have the lowrider crap? You didn't have that? That was the very first one. Very first update. You guys don't have like you don't have the drug rackets? Because you can buy like, you know, a cocaine lab or a meth lab or a weed grow house and shit. And then they have a biker club, which is pretty badass. I remember when I first started playing this game, bro, it was hard enough just to buy a house.
Any personnel without a valid ID will be subject to enhanced interrogation.
I had the one under the bridge.
Yeah, I think, you know, if I do get this game back, I think I'm just gonna stay a low-level character, make a new one.
I'm gonna try this jetpack out because I ain't used it yet. See, that's the DeLorean, the Back to the Future car. This
Why
white
the
right
hell
here.
do you need a space that big, though, bro? Look how small you are inside.
This white car right here is a submarine.
Are you in a private match, Jay?
No.
I bet you, you know, if you run, what kind of side missions do they have for that thing? You know how like when you're a CEO or whatever, and you hit the menu and you can go down and you can do the missions? Yeah, do that. Yeah. Does it give you any option about uploading your character? Because what they'll do is they'll say if you forgot your Rockstar account or whatever, or the password for the email that you used, they can send you a password to your cell phone. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm telling you. You can recover that and have them send it to a different email or to a mobile phone. And it's quick, it's like about 30 seconds. I think that's how I did it. I don't know, I rely on my lady to remember all the passwords. she's always constantly having to get on her computer or whatever and go to the website and enter the code to recover my password. What I hate is the boats are, there's not really any need or necessity for the boats in this game. It's like, what's the point in buying a yacht? When you buy the hangar though, right? You can, your airplanes are in there, right, Jay? You got a hangar?
Yeah.
And that shit costs money too, a whole shit ton. Like I said, essentially, I got tired of just all, all the new cars that came out and whatever. Even though I had a bunch of money or whatever to spend on it, whatever, I ended up selling a bunch of the shit that I had just because, you never use it. Oh yeah, I'm watching him, so I'll be able to see you too. All right, Jay, we're gonna see how you organize.
Organized crime.
Well, yeah. Are you signed in like as a CEO or president or something? Like right now, like, are you like a CEO or president of that new little update thing that you got, that building you showed me?
Yeah, it should be a CEO or something.
Hey Matt, what are the games you and your brother got? Black Ops 3. You guys have Destiny 2 as well? You guys played that one much? What about your brother? Isn't he sitting right there? Have I met him before? He doesn't come around the shop. You guys all live in Rancho or what? Oh, you Los Arroyos or what? You guys live over there by Gavin? Well, he hasn't invited you to anything or whatever. He's just kind of out there fucking around doing his own thing, getting killed. Yeah, he needs to invite you to like be an associate of one of his little clan crew things. That way you can start missions and make money. So if he does send it to you, what's gonna happen is it's gonna come in on your phone as a text message or whatever to Securo Serve. Right. And then you guys should run the little side missions. But the end-game missions, the end-game side missions, they pay a lot of money. They pay like 20 to 25 grand a piece, sometimes 30. I guess so.
Cop ran me.
I guess he's the matching color as you now on the map. You should go back to the motorcycle club and start one of the missions in the war room, man. Well, you can't do it. He has to do it because he's the leader. That's the other thing that I thought was kind of shitty. Like, you could promote people, so like vice president or sergeant in arms, but they can't access anything inside the war room.
Alright, let me draw a map up. Let's see, motorcycle club.
Yeah, bro, if you just started this game, you should add my my lady's little brother to on this. He'll get down and fuck around and play with y'all. He's pretty good. Watching you makes me want to play this shit.
La Santos!
Dude, I have a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on this console too. You know what game they need to remake? Come out with a new one? Twisted Metal.
They were supposed to, but it never did.
Twisted Metal is like a game that made PS2 stand out, bro. It's badass. It's like Cars, but it's war. Like the cars have missiles and rockets and shit. Oh yeah.
Oh! I'm trying to get to it. I'll invite you.
Pull up your map and mark it, bruh.
Already did.
Gonna hunt you down.
Hey, is it just me, or does the dude on the Call of Duty World War II box, on the front of the box, the guy there, he looks like Mel Gibson, huh? From that movie, We Were Soldiers. I don't know, Jay, you playing like a professional now?
I still ain't learned how to roll.
Hey, what's up? How can I help? So you don't want to get in serious trouble, huh? Okay, leave it with me.
I think.
I got it.
Or the square button when you're zoomed in.
Okay. Ah, fuck.
Hands up now!
X button? There you go.
It was square. Alright, I finally made it to the clubhouse.
Dude, this game, you know, like how much they've expended it makes me like more anxious for the Red Dead Redemption 2 to come out.
Alright. Alright, so invite to Clubhouse.
Y'all ever played that one? Matt? Red Dead Redemption? Yeah, they're coming out with a new one next year, bro. Red Dead Redemption 2 for the PS4, man. Remember in that game how the map was so freaking huge, but there was not really a whole lot to do? Oh, bro. This, yeah, it's gonna be like this, but better, I think. My last character on that, he was a Mexican dude. He had he looked like a short, fat Pancho Villa, but with a Raul Grijalva mustache, bro.
Hey, check your phone for an invite.
The Echo is Jason. Hey, you use your mic through your camera, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Your mic? I'm not playing music. If you're gonna play music, at least play something good. Play some Los Tigres or
He wants to hear the Broccoli song.
Hey, play that. I don't know who sings it, and I don't know all the words, but I call it the drunk song. It's a Mexican song, and it's do 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 do. Chuck it on, chuck it on, chuck it on, chuck it on. You know that one I'm talking about? Dude, I'm telling you, it's here. I gotta play it, bro. This guy here reminds me of my buddy and Amato's uncle and shit.
Hey, Matt. Hey, ask him if he's getting the invites.
Hey, Matt, are you getting invites from Mazda? He's trying to invite you so that way you guys can run a mission and make some money. So accept him.
Upstairs is cool.
I think this is the sound.
Who'd have thought I'd get to meet a president?
Throw fucking money on the floor.
You guys never heard that song before? This shit was all over like Tejano Station and La Caliente and all that shit, bro. What's that dude even saying, bro?
You checked out that laptop?
Yeah, we can go do a mission.
What the hell does chacaron macaron mean? Come on, man. I thought you were Hispanic. I thought you spoke Spanish. I know it's weird. Why the fuck was it so popular then? Oh my God, don't do that. Who's in your house twerking right now, bro? Hell no. I'm gonna be able to make eye contact and shit.
Alright, we gotta go retrieve the product.
Oh my gosh, that's like my ladies' playlist.
I'm gonna call in a car real quick.
They're playing your jam, babe. Lil Kim. Lick the pussy in the crack.
Cool. You gonna get these folks their product? It's sitting offshore around Catfish View. Get it off the boat, into the drop, and we done.
Hey, ask your brother if he's taking requests.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Well, then you better play DJ, bruh.
Alright, I'll get back to work.
Alright, bro. Hit you up, though. Hey, play some better music than he did.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll get back to it then.
Yeah. Hey, hey DJ on the other end of the mic, bro, play I Get the Bag by Gucci Mane.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
Hey Jay,
I can
did
bring
you
them
get your
around.
Star Wars downloaded?
No.
Hey, you do that, bro, before you go to bed tonight. Put that bitch in. What's up,
It's on the
bro?
way.
So how are you both signed in if you guys are on the same PlayStation?
Motherfuckers.
What's up, bro? Hey, bro, they're talking about a new Fallout.
I hope so.
But they're talking about only for the PS5.
Guess I gotta buy that now.
They keep joining and leaving the party. It's because they have one remote signed in to the main profile. And in order to switch profiles, you either sign out with the one remote, or you turn on the second remote and sign in as the same user. Yeah, bro, these are all people, bro, that I work with. Well, not the kids, not Matt and his brother. Those are the nephews of the guy that I play with, the guy that I work with and I went to high school with. And they all got PS4s and shit like that.
Did you get it for Christmas?
Well, the other guy, Danny, who left, he bought it for his son, and yeah, the other guys, I guess they had one. Hey, baby, want to hear a funny story? Hey, you'll laugh at this shit too, Jay. So today I'm in Rancho Resort, right, which is the old people's side of the highway. And I pull into this development, and I'm looking for the address, and I go all the way down the street, and I turn around, and I'm going slow, you know, in my truck, you know, looking at my paper, looking for the address, and this guy, you know, he flags me down, and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, he it was almost like neighborhood watch kind of type thing. He tried to groom me, like, who are you, and who do you work for, and what are you trying to, what address you trying to find, or what, you know?" And I was like, "Yeah, garage door service, blah blah blah. I'm looking for this address." The guy's like, "Well, I don't know that." And he's like, "Oh, garage door service?" He's like, "Perfect. I got a question for you." He wanted me to reprogram the keyless entry button on the outside of the door, right? The keyless, you know, the numbers that's on the outside of the door, and you put the number in and you hit it and it goes up. Well, you know, I told him it's $30. Well, he was like, he goes into the backstory of, you know, he met this lady like a month ago or whatever. And we're talking a guy that's like 55 years and older. He met somebody or whatever, and she came down and shit to stay with him or whatever, and something happened or whatever, and I don't know, I guess he was surprised she got up and left after Christmas and didn't come back. He bought her all kinds of presents for Christmas, and she gave him used fruit, right? And he wanted me to change the keypad because she knows the number, and he doesn't want her to come back, you know, and have access to his house, right? Which I understand. And he was like, "Yeah, you know," she said she loved me, and she said that she wanted to stay. He's like, "And it's only been a month, right?" And then she moved in with him and shit like that. And yeah, she's out now, and it's bad, so he wanted me to change the code. And then, you know, I'm trying to be cool and trying to be nice. I'm like, "Yeah, man, no problem," you know. And so I stopped, you know, and I was doing it, and the guy was like, he was like, "I don't know, you know, why, you know, she would do that, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada." And I'm like, "Well," I said, "it was a month." I said, "At least you only spend a month wasting your time, you know, and you learn earlier." And he goes, "Yeah, I guess." And I turned around and I was like, "Well," I said, "well, it was a fun month, wasn't it? You know, like, you know, a fun month." And he was like, "Oh, I got a few fucks and 3 blowjobs." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh," you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, right? Yeah, I started to laugh and shit, right? Like, I don't know, it was weird, bro. And like I said, I didn't want to ask if it was like a younger girl or if it was an older, you know, gal. I don't know, it was really weird and really, really crazy. Like, he started grilling me, and then I helped him out. And I had to work 2 houses down from him, right? And the other guy came out and saw me sitting there. So I got my money and shit, and I went back. And the other guy's like, "Oh, what did he want you for?" or whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, You know, he just wanted me to change. You know, he had a bad relationship, and he wanted to make sure that his last girlfriend didn't have access to his house. And the neighbor goes, "What girlfriend?" He's like, that guy brings home random girls all the time. He's like, I think they're ladies of the night, right? It was funny, like the way he's ladies of the night, you know. He didn't want to call them hookers. That shit was so funny, bro. It's like everybody like knows everybody's bullshit, like in these communities and shit. I had another couple today that kept referring to YouTube. Like their door was all fucked up or whatever and shit, and I ended up spending 2 hours over there. You know, I had to completely take the whole door apart, bro, to get this door to come back right. Put it all back together and unwind and rewind the springs and set the cables. It was like a bunch of work, right? And the whole time I'm there, they're like, they're asking me questions because they saw people on YouTube. YouTube professionals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that kind of shit pisses me off, bro. They're telling me that, well, you know, it got to the point where I actually, you know, I'm a pretty nice person, especially with customer service. I know how to get along with people, but I actually walked away for a second and went and stood by the truck. Like, I just put my tools down after a comment that she made, and I just watched the truck. Like, I was so pissed off, dude. Yeah, she was like, well, on the YouTube they do this, and on the YouTube they do that. And you're not doing it right. You're not doing it like the guy on YouTube. And the whole time, bro, they brought their dog in the garage, and it just barked the whole time.
Fuck that.
Like I said, I'm pretty good, and I don't get frustrated and shit like that with some people. But this lady, dude, like I said, you know, that's the first time I've ever really kind of walked away from any customer in like a lot of years, dude. And I kind of walked out to my truck, and you know, because I was pissed, because I wanted to just pop off on her. You know, and I wanted just to grab my tools and be like, well, you know, why don't you call one of them, the YouTubers? And she's trying to sit there and tell me how to do my job. Because she watched some YouTube video and shit like that, right?
That's
and I could have probably charged this lady $500 or $600 to do what I did, like I said, for that time and effort. And yeah, I charged her like $209 to do it. But I walked away. Her husband actually walked out. He let me for about 5 minutes out there, and then he come walking up, because yeah, I was like, fuck that. I didn't want to go back and get my tools. I was contemplating leaving and shit. And yeah, he comes out and he goes, is everything all right? And I said, yeah, everything's fine, except for the fact that, you know, if you guys watch the video and you guys know so much already, why'd you call me out? And I was like, you know, I could leave, and you can call somebody else, or whatever. You know what I mean? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, you know, I know how to do my job, and you know, I don't need a supervisor. It's pretty much what I said. And he went back, and his wife started going off at the mouth again and shit. And he told her, he's like, just be quiet, just hush, just, you know. I don't know, bro. That's a stressful aspect of my job, and then to turn around and people don't know, you know, they don't realize that, you know, you're cutting them a break. I got a Christmas card for one of the customers that that I went over to his house, and I hooked his door up. You know what I mean? I showed him how to do a few things himself to save some money later on. And dude, he sent me a Christmas card, bro.
Sweet.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, I trip out on some people sometimes. Yeah, like if I work Saturdays or whatever, sometimes it's $20 an hour, sometimes it's $17 an hour.
Some good money.
I said I only worked 5.5 hours on Saturday and shit like that, and yeah, bro, it was like over $100.
That's pretty damn good.
For the same job that I do, Monday through Friday. I pretty much, set my own schedule now too, pretty much. Like, who gives me a schedule, whatever, and like, I set it. As long as I send them the hours and shit like that, keep on top of my shit. Yeah, bro, he pays me whatever I tell him because I write my own check. Like I said, I think I didn't work like I did last week. I only worked 35 hours this week. During the week, because Monday we had off. Did you get paid for the holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get paid for the holiday. But I made over $500 and shit like that for 35 hours and 5 hours on Saturday, so. I had this lady a couple days ago that called to boat up over there, and the door never even went up, and she pulled in and just went right to the door. Well, she said she pulled in, and what happened was it was actually her grandson, and he was drunk. And freaking, she was trying to take the blame for him and shit with the insurance company and everything else like that. I was standing there trying to get the door off of her car.
That's funny.
I had this cancer patient lady that I've been dealing with for the last 2 days. And there are ladies out there that know how to like use tools, right? And they're intelligent, and they have to like let you know, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's this lady I've been dealing with for 2 days, and she's hit her door 3 times in the last year. And I went out there and shit like that. I was running a little bit late yesterday, and I went all the way over there and shit, and to see what was wrong. I didn't know that the door was destroyed. And because I was a little late, I stayed in contact with her, but she was like, oh, well, it's your fault that, I lost my ride to go get my truck. So, I gave her a ride in the company truck over to the breakneck's place or whatever. And we gave her door's only like 3 years old, it's brand new. And the boss gave her the deal and shit like that, and I told her what she really needed professionally to make the door last. And she told me I was full of shit. And so when I showed up there to give her the quotes and shit like that, she's like, see, I know how to use tools. I don't need this and I don't need that. And I took the glass out myself, kind of like, don't play with me, type thing. Don't hustle me, type thing. Oh, dude. I was ready to come unglued on her because I'm not that person, bro. My mom was a sheet metal fabricator and shit. Always worked a man's job. And yeah, man, the lady was, she just got out of a chemotherapy appointment and drove, which is fucked up, and then hit her door.
Shit.
And I did a nicety, dude. I gave her a ride, offered to give her a ride, even though I was late. And then she tells me that I'm full of shit, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna chalk that one down as a win. That's good work for your
I guess
club.
it's preparing me for when I get to be that age, bro.
How old are you now?
30 something. Like I said, I wouldn't even be able to live in the community that I work in until I'm 55. Like, so say, you know, we had family that, you know, owned a place down there and we inherited the house. We would not be allowed to inhabit the house. We'd have to sell it or we'd have to rent it out. Or pay for it and just sit there and lay dormant.
Oh, that was hard.
You guys don't have any retirement places where you're at right now, huh?
We got old people homes, the hospital. That's about it.
Well, yeah, like it's like assisted living, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
Nursing home.
yeah, nursing homes.
We have those too. We have a place down here called La Posada, and people pay like $2,000 to $3,000 a month.
You're through to your
for,
garage.
Like,
You
an apartment.
need me to bring you a ride?
And they don't have to pay for anything.
I'll bring it to you.
Like if they need their house cleaned, they just call and they come and they do it. If they need something fixed in their house, their apartment, they just, you know, come and they do it. So they pay that $3,000 whatever a month for like a little 1-bedroom apartment. It's kind of like a hotel room, and everything's at their fingertips, and they don't have to pay for any of that, you know, type thing. And then they have these little, like, they look like townhomes, and they have their own little garages and shit like that, and those are like $5,000 a month, bro.
Damn.
You can have somebody come and cook you dinner, you can have somebody come and clean your house, you can have somebody do your laundry. We get calls and shit like that, you know, to go in there and fix the garages and shit. It's pretty much like a 5-star hotel, but you know, but you live there, and you could live in a house. All the landscaping's done. If you want somebody to come and decorate your house for the holidays, they'll do that. And they don't pay for anything, bro. It's all just inclusive in that fee. I don't think I'll ever be able to, you know, retire like that. It's just kind of crazy to think. Like I've met people that moved into some of these older Green Valley homes, and they're nice, bro. Like they're old and shit like that back in the 60s and 70s, but they're like 2, 3, 4 bedroom homes. And back when they bought them and shit like that, brand new, original, some of the original owners and shit, they paid like $22,000 for their house.
That's cheap.
Yeah, $22,000 for their house. Shit, $22,000, now really doesn't go too far. They got your house done yet?
No. I had some shit
What's
happen.
it on hold because of the weather or what?
It's on hold because I don't have an investor now.
What do you mean?
That fucking mortgage company backed out on me.
What?
So now I have to look for another mortgage company.
How are they allowed to do that?
I don't know.
See, everything's set in stone already. Kind of like, how you say your house is already built?
Yeah.
Well, how do they build your house if they have to have some money to be able to build it, right, to begin with, you go ahead with it, right?
I have no idea how it works.
Why is it because you took so long or what?
No, it's because they said that I'm on the verge of being past where they don't want me to be with my debt to income ratio.
Well, that's with every American.
And so they decided that it wasn't in their best
Everybody
interest
lives
for them to
beyond
take
their
me.
means, though. Well, what other debt do you have besides that?
That's it.
You don't have credit cards and bullshit like that? You don't have like outstanding loans or anything like that? Bad runner's history?
No.
Have you ever defaulted on a bill?
I've never had a bill.
I don't get it. It's like they ask you to take out all the money.
I've never bought a car from a dealer. I've never borrowed money or anything.
Yeah, you're a ghost in the system, bro. And that was my problem too. It's really, really stupid. I never lived my life in debt, and I always paid what I had in my pocket. If I didn't have it, I didn't do it. And yeah, dude, we went down to the dealership to buy Danielle the car, and she didn't have a job, but she had credit because she had a loan out for her school, right? But she didn't have a paycheck, but I had the paycheck on the paper, but I didn't have the credit, I guess you would say, which is stupid. And they told me straight up that it would have been better off if I would have already had, tried to get a car and had it repoed.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
So that's kind of like what, the leasing of the car, and we're gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna just buy it right out. We're gonna see how it goes. It's got 40-something thousand miles on it, her car. We got it with like 7 miles on it 2 years ago. So we're gonna kind of see how it goes. I don't need another thing that I have to throw a bunch of money at because it's expensive. That car, the shit for that car is expensive, bro. I mean, for a tire and shit like that. I mean, come on.